What a bad day for Turkish liberalism. What a bad day for Turkish secularism. What a bad day for freedom of religion. And what a bad day, especially for Orthodox Christians. What a shame. What a shame. It's another nail in the coffin of Turkish secularism. I am a devout Muslim, but I still condemn such a step. Hagia Sophia has turned back into being a mosque. It was built 1500 years ago as a cathedral, and then in 1453 it was turned into a mosque by the Ottoman caliphs by setting up minarets in its four corners. Although the minarets do have their origins in Syriac Christianity, these minarets have their origins in the church towers. Nevertheless, it was a mosque for almost 500 years, then it was turned into a museum. I don't know why. How can anyone justify it turning into a museum? It was a church and should have remained a church. It goes against the basic instructions of the first caliph of Islam, Abu Bakr, who did set up rules and guidances for his soldiers when they did invade any land, that the places of worship should be respected. So this is a direct violation of that ruling. Erdogan now has proven that he wants to become the de facto caliph or leader of Muslims because he has a power struggle with the Saudi rulers. And he wants to prove himself to be Islamic top to toe. But this step is totally against the core beliefs of Islam, especially when the Quran says that we would find Christians to be closest to our hearts and beliefs. What a shame. Probably you won't find many Muslims condemning this act, but I will not hesitate to condemn it. I also think that it's about time that the cathedral slash mosque in Cordova should be split between Muslims and Christians, allowing Muslims to have a portion of that cathedral or church to be used as a mosque, because end of the day it was built by the Muslim caliph in the 8th century. Though there are claims that there stood a church on the same ground. Nevertheless, as history is bleak, Muslims in Spain should be allowed to have a portion of it to be used as a mosque. When I visited this Hagia Sophia a few years ago, I did see a beautiful mosque facing Hagia Sophia. What was the reason that it had to be turned back into a mosque? The only reason I can think of is to show to the world that Turkey is now an Islamic nation which can very much compete with Saudi Arabia in having grip of the people with the use of Islam as a tool. Umayyads did it, Abbasis did it, now Erdogan and Salman are doing it at the cost of human liberty. What a shame. I condemn it wholeheartedly. I also remember Pope Benedict, who was against Turkey's attempt to join the European Union, because he did say that Turkey belonged to the Muslim world and they should seek more alliance with the Muslim nations, because European Union was based on Christian values. which ostracized the then rather more secular Turkey. Well, Turkey is now doing that, finding its allies amongst many fanatic religious political groups. Religion was always used by dictators to stamp their authorities in various lands. Islam was always used by the caliphs like the Umayyads, the Abbasids, to rule over the people and to kill their freedom by enacting so-called Islamic laws according to their own interpretations with the help of their chosen clergy. What a shame. Freedom of press is dead in Turkey. It is one of the worst nations for journalists. It is one of the worst nations for liberal thinkers now. This was the last nail, probably, in the coffin of freedom in Turkey.